Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 1, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, the long-awaited sci-fi epic that we've been waiting for, that we've been hearing a lot of things about recently and leading up to it. Now, a lot of people were excited for this film. I was one of those included because, look, you guys all know I love Star Wars. So when I heard that this was Zack Snyder's idea for Star Wars, but obviously Lucasfilm didn't want to do it because Lucasfilm don't want to do anything outside of their fucking crap that they're doing now, which is very frustrating. I was very intrigued and excited to see what Zack could bring to life in a sci-fi classic like this. So he took that idea, changed it around to create this own universe within this story. Now, I'm going to say it straight off the bat. Look, there is a lot of influence from Star Wars in this film. You can tell. I mean, I'm not going to shy away from it. There is a lot of things in here that felt like, certain things from different Star Wars movies in this film. And look, that's not a bad thing because a lot of films these days have been inspired by other films. So I have no problems with a film feeling like, okay, this is like taken from the Star Wars. I can feel the influence. Or, I can feel the influence from Taxi Driver in Joker. Like, that's fine because everything has to be inspired by something. So I don't mind that. And look, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And I got a kick out of these little Easter eggs and nods to Star Wars in this film. That is fine. I never thought to myself I was watching a Star Wars film. Never did. I just felt like, okay, he's taking inspiration from Star Wars there for this character, for that moment, for that scene, for how this is supposed to feel. And you totally get that. Does that make it a bad movie? No. Now, I will say this. This does feel like a watered down version. I will say that. I really want to, and very interestingly, want to see the full 3-hour version. I want to see everything because I felt like the pacing of this film was off. It felt very fast and very choppy at times. And I feel like it was missing certain scenes that I needed to breathe and to actually understand certain character motivations and more of the characters themselves. So I'm very intrigued to see what they actually cut out of this film. And I want to see the 3-hour version. I want to see what was cut. And I feel like that's going to enhance the film even more. It's a bit of a shame. I don't know why Netflix just didn't drop the whole 3-hour version because it's on Netflix. It's not like you're dropping it in the theaters, which I'm still annoyed about because I really wanted to see this on theater. But they didn't drop it worldwide or anything like that. They had just a limited release. Stupid. I don't know why. Netflix is just, throwing money away. Like, put it in theaters, man. You make money back. Like, it's a simple thing. But I want to see the 3-hour version because I feel like there's some context and stuff to characters and character arcs and story arcs that I feel like I'm missing in this movie right now. Now, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed myself watching this movie. I really did. I thought the fight sequences were great, especially that battle towards the end. I thought that was shot beautifully. I mean, it's Zack Snyder. The man knows how to make a absolute gorgeous film. And that's why I'm so frustrated with Netflix for not putting this out on the big screen. Because there's this beautiful shot of this planet in the background at the start of the film. That is freaking gorgeous, man. I want to see that on IMAX. I want to see that on the big screen. I feel like visually, this film is stunning. Why did I not get the chance to see it in IMAX? Or at least on the biggest screen possible? Why, Netflix? Why didn't you give me that chance? Now, the battle sequence, the action sequence, I absolutely loved. Especially the one chick with the swords, man. Bruh, the swords look sick. They just do. Now, obviously, they're meant to be sort of like lightsabers. But I like the idea and the adaptation of the lightsaber in this with having it like that. It looks cool. It's devastating. And what I really liked is that Zack didn't go, okay, so they don't want to do my Star Wars film. I'm going to flood everyone with these lightsaber sword things and be like, everyone has them. Only a select few. I think there was only 2 people in the film that had these that we saw, which makes it very interesting. And I like that because if everyone had these, then it's sort of like, okay, now I see where you're going. But having them be like that, I thought worked really well. And dude, just, man, it with the action, man. Like I said, that last battle, with the slow-mo. The slow-mo was in this movie. You know, it's a Zack Snyder special. It's not a Zack Snyder movie without slow-mo. But I felt like it worked. I felt like at times it worked really, really well and it was really, really effective. And then sometimes it was maybe not quite. The characters themselves. Okay, the twist I never saw coming. I didn't see that twist coming at all. I painted this certain character when the twist happened. I painted him as someone else from the Star Wars universe. And then the twist happened, and I was like, okay, I did not see that coming at all. I don't know why I didn't see it coming, but it didn't. So the characters themselves, I feel like I want to know more about them. Now, I feel like there's a little bit missing from this movie. Like I said, obviously we got backstory to Korra in this movie, but I feel like there's more to tell. I really do, and I feel like there's more to tell with these other characters as well, and I want to know more. So I feel like that could be in the 3-hour version. As for the villain himself, bruh, man, they instantly, what Zack did really well is he brought this villain in. And it's always the same guy that plays these type of characters, man. And he's just so good at playing these villainous characters. But when he's on screen, you feel the aura, you feel the presence of it. And you feel like, okay, this is a guy that's going to just... Who knows what he's going to do to you? You just don't know. But what I love is Zack showed you just how villainous this guy really was. And just how, you know, his motives of climbing the ranks and what he is willing to do. And I love that about this. And I want to know more about this villain. I feel like he can be flushed out more. Again, that could be in the 3-hour version. I don't know. But I want to know more about him because throughout this movie, he is just there. And he is ruthless and violent. And that's what I mean. This is a PG-13 movie. I want to see the R version of this too because, bro, there's a Negan scene. So if any of you have seen Walking Dead, bro, there's a Negan scene in here. I wanted to see that, man. When they were, like, not showing it, I was like, bruv, I've seen Negan do this. Bam, I want to see this as well. So I feel like I want to see the R version here as well. I've always wanted an R version of Star Wars. I always have. I always thought Darth Vader trilogy, R-rated, was the perfect way to introduce Star Wars into the R thing. Show us the real, you know, venom and the real darkness to the dark side. And I feel like that's what Zack was going here. I want to see the R-rated. I want to see how dark this movie really goes. So the score was great as well. I really loved the score. I thought it was shot beautifully. I really want to see the 3-hour version because it has flaws. This movie definitely has flaws. Like I said, the pacing and the chopping is so quick and it's just chopping, and it gives you no time to breathe. That's a big issue. But I'd be lying to say I'm not excited for part 2 because I am excited for part 2. I want to know, and I'm excited to see the full extended version of this, R-rated. Give me it. I want to know. I want to see it. I feel like that's going to enhance it and make it better for me. You know, it's a bit like the Batman vs Superman Ultimate Cut. Made Batman vs Superman much better. So, but look, overall, man, I enjoyed Rebel Moon. I really did. So, I had a good time with it. Let me know what you guys thought of Rebel Moon. Did you guys love it? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.